Joe Buccino, AARP dating. AARP dating.
Can I please get a show of hands if you are over 50 years old and married? Those of you with your hands up, I refer to as the AARP married folk. Now be honest, keep your hands up if you've ever thought, sometimes I wish I were single. Those of you who put your hands down, you're either A, joined with your spouse at the hip, B, afraid your wife will pack your bags if you tell the truth, or C, you're one of those wives who don't mind that their husband sometimes leaves the toilet seat up when he leaves the bathroom. Madam Contest Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, guests, I have a word of Italian wisdom to impart to all you AARP married folk who think single life may be so great. Forget about it. I know marriage can be a struggle, but I'm here to tell you, as a single man in his 60s, who's out there in the wild, a bee in search of his flower, a Mark Antony setting sail for his Cleopatra, a Fred Astaire wanting to dance with his Ginger Rogers. Listen, AARP dating is not the senior prom. When you're young, there's an Olympic-sized pool of eligible singles that you can partner with. You can dive in, and if you don't synchronize with one partner, well, you just swim on over to find another. As we get older, that pool gets smaller and smaller until you're left with a bathtub for one. Now, frankly, I wouldn't mind finding another woman with her own bathtub. Then we would watch the sunset holding hands like that couple in the TV commercial for Cialis. I'm not saying I need Cialis, but it would be wonderful to have the opportunity. No, married life can be a challenge, but I'm on a mission to find that special someone to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, till death do we part. And at my age, it's not such a long-term commitment. But where does a senior man go to find a date these days? In my younger years, I'd go hit nightclubs. I'd buy a girl cocktails, we'd do some dancing, maybe some romancing till the wee hours. Nowadays, young people still go to nightclubs, but the more mature women, the women I'd be interested in, that go to nightclubs these days, they seem to be on the prowl for younger men. They call these women cougars. A senior like me going to a nightclub has a name too. I'd be called a manther. Quite frankly, I always thought of myself as more of a pussycat. No, seniors in a nightclub is not a perfect match. So scratch that idea. Now, online dating has become the most popular form of finding a mate these days. There are so many dating sites that it can be overwhelming. I've researched this. Here's my experience. First, I joined eHarmony. I've seen the ads on TV. They say they're the most successful at finding a compatible partner. Well, I paid my $60 up front, and I found that the questionnaire they give you is so hard to complete that I'm still working on it. I might have it done by the time we get Donald Trump's tax audits. Then a friend of mine, a younger friend, said, Joe, you need to be on several sites, not just one. So I saw, and I joined Match and Tinder. And I thought, with names like that, I could strike up a conversation and to get a hot date. But I found that those names were remarkably accurate in my experience with them, because I did find someone who had been on both sites. Her profile photo was absolutely stunning. And I thought, now here's a woman who really takes good care of herself. But when I got to meet her in person, I found that that photo had been taken 30 years ago. So I guess you could say between Match and Tinder, I just got burned. Then I found Plenty of Fish. Now there's a site I could really get involved with. I mean, I'm pretty good at fishing. So I filled out the profile. Height, 5'9". Weight, 160. Age, 62. Hair color, flash.
Flush.
Sex, sure. So then I went ahead and took my selfie, and I created an introductory line. Old man in the sea wants to hook up for a whale of a good time. But I guess no one was in a spawning mood. Because I got nary a nibble. So I pulled up my line and came to the realization that the longer it takes, the more Plenty of Fish stink. Now you AARP married folk, be thankful for who you've got. I know marriage isn't easy, but I haven't given up hope. I've come to the realization that I'm going to stay right here in Toastmasters and work on my attractability skills. I mean, after all, isn't this what a woman wants in a man? Financial security, very little baggage, a good conversationalist, a great listener, someone who would have a conversation at a moment's notice, day or night, and a man with a sense of humor. And I promise, I'll even put the toilet seat down after I use the bathroom.